with her accomplishments. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Sonal from Speaker Stand Toastmaster Club to present the evaluation objective for Speaker 2.
Thank you, Madam TM Modi. The purpose of the member of the Speakers Project is for the speaker to prepare to speak professionally. He is attempting level 5 from presentation mastery, and I wish the speaker all the very best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sonal. Our speaker 2 is Toastmaster Tanmay. As the name suggests, Toastmaster Tanmay evidently engrossed in his own ideas, which helped in the betterment of the club. Toastmaster Tanmay is presenting his level 5 project of Pathway Presentation Mastery. Toastmaster Tanmay is Subtle Art of Design. Subtle Art of Design, Toastmaster Tanmay. Ready, set, speak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hema. Just give me a minute so that I can set up my presentation and pin the timer. Timer, please note that there's a speech with 18 to 22 minutes, and you can start timing as soon as I present my first slide. First non-black slide. Okay. Can everyone view the presentation? Give me a thumbs up, please. All right, can everyone see me? Give me a thumbs up again. Perfect. A subtle art of design. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey, because enough of these presentations, enough of these lectures, enough of these sessions. We should do something different. So why not? Let's talk about a superhero. Can someone raise a hand and tell me who all love superheroes? Can someone name any superhero that you know of?
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Sorry, can you please come again?
Captain America.
Captain America. But let me give you more superheroes over here. We have Shaktiman, we have Nagraj, we have Superman, and we have our Hanuman. But today, I am going to introduce you a new superhero, the graphics man. Now, before we move any forward, I would like to give you a disclaimer. As Peter Parker used to say, I don't know graphics man. I just take his photos. And in my case, I just take the posters from him. Now, this graphics man has some superpowers and some weaknesses, because even Superman is afraid of kryptonite. But this graphics man has superpowers which can turn speech into design. So someday I just got a call from a beloved area director, and she tells me, Tanmay, can you connect with graphics man? Because I want a poster, more of a meme for my next presentation. Yeah, I can definitely connect with graphics man and get something for you. He also has supervision, because before designing anything, he thinks of things in his mind. This would look good. And then he has a crazy mind to bring those crazy ideas on implementation. But as everyone has some weakness, he also has a major weakness towards gaming laptops and immersive gaming setups. Give them this and he will forget about everything he would be doing. So let's not give him any ideas. Before we move forward, let's see that how this graphic man's origins are located. So the first record of graphic man in recorded history is from 2020, when he used to design posters for different events and the college competitions. He soon got his fame when he moved to Toastmasters. But before that, he reached to a height where he can morph his friend into James Bond. Although you can notice that he is Mr. 0.07 because he is 100th of the James Bond. Then he took a break. He went extinct. No one could find him where he was. And then he take an amazing turn with his powers, which became superpowers. And you can see that his superpowers are in effect if you look at the backgrounds of our audience in this speech. Now, these superpowers have a pretty profounding effect because we need to understand that why this superpower is important. We need to know that why do we need visual design. So as you can see, in front of you, there is a picture. Now, this picture is a proof of human ingenuity because humans since the prehistoric time, even when they were unable to read or write, which I'm not sure because I wasn't there, and I am still waiting for my time machine, which I ordered with Graphics Man, but I can still see these pictures across the world. And I can see that humans were creative. Humans are creative and humans will be creative. Humans are artistic. They think of something, they create that. Who could have thought that the invention of wheel could lead to invention of a spacecraft some thousands of years back? But today we have spacecrafts which are going to the moon. We have spacecrafts which are landing on Mars and whatnot. But all of this started with idea. Someone visualized an idea and turned it into working model. And that all is a visual design. Again, visual design also help us to condense plethora of information, which is engulfing all of us around the globe. We live in an age of data. And we all know that every day we are generating thousands and GBs of data. And we use data visualization, which is again aspect of visual design, to help us process that data. If you look on this left image, this is basically a sitcom rating comparison. Let's say my friends comes to me and ask me, then suggest me something. What should I watch this weekend? I want to start a new marathon. I want to run a marathon, but a Netflix marathon. So then I did not have any ideas. I thought, okay, let's search that. Can we compare different sitcoms by using some visualization? And I went to Tableau Gallery, which is the open source Tableau dashboards. And I found the sitcom dashboard. I noticed, okay, some of the sitcoms have really good rating, while the others are not performing that well in the later seasons. And then I suggested, my friend, I would suggest you to watch Friends. And Friends recently had a reunion. So then I thought, let's look at that how Friends has been. Like, what is the statistics of Friends? Being a numbers guy and being in analytics industry, I have always been fond of numbers. And then I was like, okay, let me look at Friends. Let me see what my friends have. And I come to know that this beautiful chart actually maps the interaction of each main character with the other main character. And if you go to the link, which is provided in the source, in the resources, and you can see the source over here, this graph is actually interactive. You can click on each character and see, oh, Joey used to chat so much to Rachel. What a man. And suddenly you have a dialogue in mind. How are you doing? But that's not all. Data visualization also is very important because human brains are wired to identify visual patterns. In an MIT study conducted back in 2014, they realized that human brain can process any image in less than 13 milliseconds. And if you compare it to computer networks, scientists have spent decades improving the neural networks so that they can identify one image in 24 hours. And today it is possible up to some extent, but it still cannot match the interpretive power of human brain. To give you an idea, if I take this news article and take the entire crux of this news article and convert it into an infographic, you can see that now it's showing that human brains are 60,000 times faster when processing the image information in comparison to the text information. And 90% of the time, they are very accurate in that as well. So there is something which we need to understand about visual design. That visual design is a very powerful tool. And if you have not guessed, I am the graphics man. I hoped it to be like a Clark Kent reveal being the Superman, but graphics man is okay. So let me bring you into the secrets of my power. Any guesses what these powers are? I would like to see some raises of hands and unmuting yourself and speaking, coming in front and speaking. Please be my guest. All right. No one is coming up.
Too much of Insta reel, watching too much of Insta reels.
That's a good that's an interesting choice of words, Sarish, but let's not talk about that because my manager might be here as well. Please keep it secret. Anything else? Sorry, I'm sure no one heard what Sarish said. There was an interruption in our network. Please ignore that. So I would like to see if anyone has any other ideas.
Video game
Creativity.
on brain. Your video game brain is like over generating this power of yours.
And 100 points to Gryffindor. Because Cannon just shot the bullseye with one statement that video games help improve the brain cognitive power. And that's true. There is a study which actually proved that playing video games can improve human cognition, can increase human abilities to multitask, to understand a lot of things. But again, a disclaimer, if someone is here to report it to a manager, I don't play video games on weekdays. So just so we are clear. Now I will take you to understand what are the secrets of my power. Let me just put this on the side. Yes, I can still see timer. All right. First of all, you need to know your audience. If you are thinking, how does that relate to making good designs? It does, my friend. Because if you understand your audience, you can make things more effective. You can have a targeted design which will target a specific audience. And the best example of this for me is Facebook. When Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook, he was colorblind and he couldn't think of a better color scheme so that he can put on Facebook. So he come up with the blue color because he was red-green colorblind. And that blue color is now a symbol in itself. If anyone sees a F with a blue square, everyone knows this is Facebook. And now everyone, in this case, audience is not people who are using Facebook. For the people who are in this world, audience would be like anyone who is around them. And even if they see this logo on any share icon or anything, immediately they know this is Facebook. So it's always better to know your Facebook and catch their attention. Second is understand compositions. So what do you think of this image on the right? Is it good? Is it bad? Give a thumbs up like gladiators if it's good. Give a thumbs down if it's bad. All right, I see thumbs up. No thumbs down. If there are any thumbs down, please, I'm ignoring that. I can't multitask that much. So, and this is what makes a good design. So let's understand more points about that. People agree this is a good design. People who don't think this is a good design, I strongly recommend you to visit your optometrist and get your eyes tested. Now, the thing is, you need to understand typography and fonts as well. Because if you have a good command over different fonts and different font sizes, it will be easy for you to convey the information. For example, if I could have made this font size any smaller than this, if this image were any smaller, it would be very hard to read. If it would be very big, it would be like I designed this for the senior citizens who have difficulty in reading. So you need to be aware of that. And the last thing is that you need to know your tools, because a bad craftsman quarrels with his tool, but a good craftsman always knows his tool. So learn your tools, know your tools, and I would also be sharing some of the tools. So let's do one thing. Enough of this talks, enough of this gyan which is going around. Let's do some hands-on. I want a volunteer. I want a volunteer who will be performing magic today. Anyone who would like to do magic? Anyone who's interested in doing magic? Oh, I see Toastmaster Kalpit. Kalpit, can you please unmute yourself? Now I want you to take a pen in your hand. I want you to tap this pen on the screen. Wow, that changed the slide. Wonderful. Oh. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to create this. If you think that I downloaded this image from somewhere, you're absolutely right. I downloaded it from my mind. So Kalpit, I want you to tap your pen on the screen so that we can start with something. Oh, wow. We have a block. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Really lovely. Absolutely fantastic. Now, Kalpit, let's see what do you have. Can you tap your pen 4 times and see what happens? Wow, this changed colors. There is a block. The block changed shape. Amazing, guys. Oh, there is another block. The block grew. Another block. That block also grew. And wow, now I have 4 blocks similar to this image. but this doesn't look any similar. Now I want someone who would do the next step of this magic. Anyone who is now interested in doing magic? Sarish, please unmute yourself. Now you can take a pen in your hand, or if you want, you can take a hammer as well if you don't want to attend any further meetings. I am totally up for that as well. Now I want you to tap it on a screen and see what happens next. Okay, something happened. The box duplicated. Now tap again. It's not under my control. Oh, it changed colors. Amazing, Sarish. You have some superpowers. I didn't know that. Now, can you tap it a couple more times? Let's see what happens. Okay, nothing. Oh, something came up. Okay, there is a gradient color palette over there. And while I see this, okay, we need to have some colors in it. Now I want Kainan to put some colors into it, fill some colors into it. Kainan, can you do like this to fill some colors into it? I think Toastmaster Kainan is stuck. Toastmaster Srinivas, would you like to do the honors?
Sure. Do I also get to say abracadabra?
Yes, it's your magic. You are the magician.
Abracadabra.
Okay, nothing happened. Why? Oh,
Maybe
something
I-
happened. Something is coming. Something is coming. Wait, guys. There's a color palette. Absolutely amazing, Srinivas. I knew you were a magician. But okay, now we see that there is something which is here, and then we can see something over here. So let's see what is happening. As I mentioned, that you need to know your tools, you need to know your composition, you need to know your typography. So over here we are seeing everything. We are using PowerPoint to create something, which is a tool. We are using a website called Gradient Color Palette to fetch this color palette, which is also a tool to help us facilitate this design. Now, if I pick these colors and move this into this, okay, before that, let's put some words into it. So I see what makes good design, but it is not looking good. It's just simple Calibri font, like I typed the office report or an office email half-heartedly, but that's not it. If I go next, you can see that we can fill colors into all of these boxes from this palette. And you can see that all of the colors are actually from here. The 4 from the left are over here. Now, I want Srinivas to do his magic abracadabra again.
Abracadabra.
Boo. Wow. You removed the boundaries. If anyone didn't notice, that was an amazing move, Srinivas. I'm going to nominate you to India Got Talent. Not for dancing, not for singing, but for magic.
Thank you.
Now, if you are still thinking, how can I transform this into this? Then my friends, you need to start using PowerPoint to complete your work reports. Because in PowerPoint, you have the option to bevel your image, rotate it. And if you just do that two things, this is the final result. And doesn't that look absolutely wonderful? To create something from scratch and not copy it from the internet, which might actually lead to some copyright infringements. So what do you say? Isn't that fantastic? Now, I want you to understand that design is all about perseverance, persistence, mental capabilities, as well as your mental stamina, because you need to do extreme experimentation before you can actually finalize on a design. So for this, you can see I tried different color palettes, and these color palettes actually gave me different results. So Srini can say that, okay, this looks fantastic. While Sarish might come to me, Tanmay, for area contest, we need a blue palette. Okay, but you see that it is all same thing. It's just like their color composition itself is making it look very, very different. So you can have one design, one template, and use it at hundreds of places. No one will know if you change the color palette appropriately. But now let's see that what are the applications of this design. Since we are running out of time, and time is very valuable, let's just run through it. So a design, knowing a good idea of design can help you do presentations, can help you do sales pitch, can facilitate knowledge transfer, can maybe help you get that millions of dollars of business that you were thinking of getting, and then getting an appraisal from your boss. Because design matters. It's about how you are showing your data. It's about how you are putting your thoughts, your ideas into the slide, because no one can read your mind, but everyone can read the slides. Next, we can use it to create BI dashboards, which is from a business perspective. We can use it for KPIs tracking. We can use it for reporting and whatnot. And then we can also use it to create posters and infographics, because I care about saving whales. I have watched Seaspiracy. I have watched, and I know that it is very important to save our climate, our environment. So let's not forget that if you are able to use your superpowers to help with climate change, or in any way you can, then your superpower is finally being put to good use. Now let's see, enough of this. Now someone might be wondering, yeah, like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it would be really useful for me in business. So let's see what is there. For a business professional, it is very important to understand the benefits of visual design, which covers presentation, sales pitch, and everything, because it will help you to visualize information in a better manner, to develop trust, because if you are able to convey some information in a better metric, it will automatically help you develop trust with your bosses, with your clients, and anyone. It will help you to avoid misunderstandings, which might be happening because of misrepresentation of data. It will help you to showcase your organizational skill, because creating a presentation with all these PowerPoints is not a 1 hour work. It takes time, and you need to have a structure, you need to have a thought which you will put in place. And last, it will make you a better leader, because we all are here as Toastmasters and guests. And as Toastmasters say, we are here to make a better leader for future. So let's not forget that. Let's keep that in mind. Now, here are some resources for you. I would be sharing them on the email so that everyone can go and explore these things, and also some news articles. And on this note, I would like to end my presentation that Earth without art is a, and now it's time for some Q&A. Open to all. Any questions for me? I would like all of you to come forward before timer Toastmaster Sudhir is like, Tanmay, enough. Okay, I have meetings, man. It's Friday, but I still have meeting. So please come forward.
Okay, I'll have the first question then to break the ice like always.
Can anyone hear Sarish? Oh yes, we can. Please, Sarish. Toastmaster Sarish, please continue.
Now, we're talking about visual design, and we very well know you being a PR person in Toastmasters, where we have a limitation according to the brand manual. We have 4 colors which we can use. How do we actually, bound our creativity into few color palettes which are available? Not even the palettes, but 4 colors. How do we actually go ahead with that and limit our creativity in a manner, or explore a new version or side of creativity? I am a little bit aware of my own question, but just to hear from you, what do you have to say about that?
So Sarish, as you mentioned that Toastmaster restrict us to use a certain colors with their brand guidelines, that you can use only these 4 and 5 colors. So what we can do in that case is that we need to think of an idea. We need to come up with a template. So there are 2 possible versions. One is that you can use dark color as the background. One is you can use light color as the background. And then again, the organization of the entire content, your organization, your creativity will actually impact how the final design will look like. Because if you are able to create a simple poster, it would be like you are putting the name of the club on the top, date, come here, join us, wonderful, blah. But again, you can actually visualize that. You can put 2 colors diagonal intersecting to each other, and you can show, come here, meet this speaker. You can put a circle with a speaker's photo in that, meet this speaker with your description. And that would help you actually generate awareness about your Toastmaster sessions, Toastmaster meeting. And that's what I always try to do as well. So I would also suggest that we will continue moving that path forward, and we will do something which will make it great. It's more about organization, less than the color palette, because you can keep a constant color palette and still have wonderful results.
Thank you so much.
I think if you're looking at timer Sudhir, he's going red with anger. He's like, Tanmay, you're running out of time. So on this note, I would like to say thank you to all of you. Thanks for coming to my Tanmay Talks, and I am the graphics man.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanmay. So, Toastmaster Kainan, who is your favorite superhero? Now, is it the graphics man?
It's for sure the graphics man. He's so powerful that he tie-dyed the whole earth with colors.
Thank you. Thank you. Moving on, evaluator for speaker 3 is as inspirational